There's no better way for children to discover the world around them than through play. Yet new research from Elastoplast shows that 85% of children are longing for more adventure in their lives. In fact, half of kids haven't even had the chance to camp out in their own garden or take part in any adventure sports. So what can parents do to keep their children stimulated and help them experience the adventurous activities which are so important to growing up? TV adventurer Nick Baker is leading the campaign to inspire families to get more adventurous.
Well, I'm all up for getting kids outside. I mean, that's it. And in order to get kids outside, more often than not, you have to get the parents on side as well. So this campaign is all about getting families outside together, sharing adventures, seeking thrills, actually exploring for real as a unit. Now, as a kid, and there's plenty of sort of research to back this up, being outside in an unstructured but safe environment is a really good place to be. It's brilliant for your mental health, it's great for your physical health, and it builds you as a person. So these kids that are having adventures that we'll probably never forget as well are also setting themselves up for life. They're pushing themselves to the edge, they're having real experiences, learning how to deal with a situation, and of course ultimately that builds your confidence, and we all need that.
But what if, as a parent, you worry about your child's safety? The research also reveals that 41% of parents haven't spoken with their children about dealing with risks or assessing danger. So there's no surprise that what discourages parents from allowing their kids to do adventurous things is a concern for their safety.
We're probably, as parents, a little bit more cautious of where we let them play and what they do with themselves these days, where we used to seem to be able to just wander off and do what we want. I think parents these days are more concerned where the children are, I think because we live in a different society these days.
Parents are more nervous about letting their children sort of go off and adventure, which is a shame, because the idea of children, it should be to be able to go out and have fun and be left to play.
When I was a young girl, I could go up to the forest with my friends and have a picnic all on our own without fear or worry from intruders, whereas I think today life is very much more difficult.
Now, I'm a parent myself. I totally understand how difficult it is to let them go, but do that, because wrapping them up in cotton wool, handling them with kid gloves, doesn't actually do them any favours. Cuts and scrapes are all part of growing up. Kids need them. You know, a scar is a badge that should be worn with pride. If I go back to my own childhood, you know, I built tree houses, I fell out of them, I paddled in the river. I remember walking through the woods barefoot just to see what it felt like, falling over in the rock pools and scraping my knee on barnacles. They're all experiences that ultimately shape me as an individual, and they will shape your kids as well. But they also build your own personal confidence, your backlog of stories, but help you understand the environment around you. I guess that's really important. So that's why I've teamed up with Elastoplast to help launch these packs, which are full of loads of activities, fun-filled activities for all the kids, but also loads of expert advice for the parents. You can download the Become an Adventurer pack from the website to help teach your kids essential life skills through play. And for those rainy play days, kids can recreate their own adventures and tell the stories behind those cuts and scrapes. It's a great way to let your kids' imagination run wild. I guess the one thing I can suggest is get outside. Simply go outside. It doesn't matter where it is, even if it's in your own garden. You can create adventures anywhere. Just do something different. That's, after all, the definition of adventure. You know, go out with the children, go on a night safari with a torch around your own garden, build a den, stare at the stars, do it together. It's really, really important. And all these things are fun, and they also help to shape and create much more resourceful, independent young people.
Guiding kids through their life stages is no easy job for parents, but by encouraging their sense of adventure and letting them enjoy their surroundings, children can develop the essential life skills they need along their journey to adulthood.